Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hybrid Movies. I'm your host, Nick, as always, and I'm joined by James.
Hi, Dilio, neighborinos.
And Will.
I have returned from Dimension M being Marvelite.
Apparently, Ron Howard has said that if Solo, a Star Wars story, is successful financially, then there will be sequels. Now, earlier we had heard that Alden Ehrenreich was signed on for a trilogy, I think. So
No.
it's like,
Yes.
So it's like, if this movie does, well, the thing is, like, we don't know what their gauge range is to do another one, right? Like, I'm assuming it's close to $1 billion or somewhere around there, like 700 plus maybe would make sense. Well, actually, I don't know, because technically they filmed this movie twice, like, from the ground up, so shit, I don't know how much money they poured into this thing, like.
Don't do it, Ronald. Don't do that to us.
It's like, well, my whole thing is like, why can't we just get new anthology films, like, other films about other characters? Like, I don't want to, as much as I like Boba Fett and everything, I kind of don't want a movie about him, because it's like, we've seen him already in other movies, and same thing with the Han Solo thing. I don't want a Darth Vader film. I don't want any of this stuff. I'd rather, like, see, like, completely new stuff, like Old Republic or something like that. But it's like,
it's one of those things where, like, the mystery of not knowing, like, how they took their first crap, you know, it's like the mystery of some of the aspects of their life makes them more interesting, because you just kind of fill in the blanks for yourself and just like, wow, they probably had a fulfilling life. It's like, well, let me tell you about it. It's like, no, unless it's like a Max Rebo origin film, like that might be next or something.
Right. Well, I mean, they've even talked about doing a Jabba the Hutt solo film, like that's in the works, so
we don't need it, though. Who's a fan of Jabba the Hutt?
and what's Jabba gonna do?
Yeah.
He's just gonna just lay around and laugh.
Yeah, like apparently there were Hutt Jedi, which the concept to me is baffling. I'm like, how did you make it that far?
Well, yeah, in the old expanded universe.
Yeah, in the old universe, I'm like, how did you make it up to that point? I feel like fights with you wouldn't last too long.
I don't know. Maybe underneath that flab, like Hutts are secretly swole.
Yeah, they're like Bob from Tekken. They're just secretly a lot faster than they look.
Yeah, where's the Ewoks film, though? The Ewoks Take Manhattan or something.
Didn't they have an Ewoks film back in the 90s?
Yeah, Caravan of Courage.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that, though.
There's a lot of things from Star Wars we don't talk about, but we're currently talking about the Solo sequels that we don't want to talk about.
Well, I know, like, James is looking forward to this movie and everything. Like, do you feel like we need more from the Solo? Like, do we need actual sequels to this story?
I mean, if they feel like, if they feel inspired to continue on the story, then I'd say go for it. But also keep in mind, like, it's not like these are the only anthology movies we're going to be getting. You know, like with past news, like, you got the Game of Thrones guys set up to do some Star Wars material. You got Jon Favreau attached to do a Star Wars show. So it's not like, this is our only choice as far as, like, Star Wars related content goes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I personally want, Solo to do well. Because I think, the trailers got me hyped. The one clip that they showed with them in the Falcon and, like, Chewie's taken over, like, I thought, okay, that's actually really solid. And especially with the music going on, I thought that was really cool.
I'm interested in Solo, and, like, I'm agreeing with James where, like, I want it to do well. I don't want to see Star Wars movies do badly.
I do.
It's a well, you hate new Star Wars.
Yeah, that's because you're a sadist.
Which I mean, like, I'm a casual fan, so I generally enjoy what I get. But at the same time, like, I also agree with Nick where even if Solo is great, and it's like, oh man, this is like the revolution that we needed for Star Wars and everything we've been waiting for or whatever, I still am kind of the belief that they need to go beyond their roots.
Well,
is kind of my idea. And I know you can, like, introduce new characters through these other films, but I feel like just skip past everything we've seen and just show us something way different that isn't connected at all to, like, any of the Skywalkers or anybody else that we've already seen that's been established.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Like, assuming this Solo movie does do well, if they do continue on, do they necessarily have to continue with Han Solo? or could they continue on with Lando? Because I feel like more people
That
are
feels like the logical next step, honestly. A Lando solo.
Yeah, because I feel like more people are excited to seeing Lando in this solo movie than they are actually Han Solo.
I agree. I'm one. I saw that trailer. I'm like, well, fuck Solo.
Yeah.
What's up with Lando?
Yeah, because Lando's always cool.
Lando's always cool. We also haven't seen Lando at all in like the new trilogy. We don't know what happened to him.
I think Billy D. Williams just wants too much money.
And I don't want to know what happened to him because like all of the original members basically became like deadbeats. So I don't want them to even touch Lando at all. Just keep his memory from what we saw. Return of the Jedi.
He's just a space pimp as usual, way into his 70s.
Yeah.
He's been pimping throughout the galaxy.
Please don't ruin Lando in Episode 9, please.
No, what?
I doubt he's even going to show up, honestly.
No. I mean, he did show up in Star Wars Rebels, so...
And that's all you get, kids. You get Rebels and you get Solo. Two prequel series, well, a prequel series and a prequel movie and a midquel series.
Maybe he might make an appearance in that upcoming Star Wars animated show.
Oh, Resistance?
Yeah.
Sure. But anyways, yeah, to wrap up on this whole Solo thing, drop your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about this? Would you want to see Solo sequels, or do you think that Disney should just let this be a one and done and put money into other things that we haven't seen yet?